When you think of God's will would be, like we just talked about, for there to be this beautiful, awesome solution that solves a multivariate equation, not just one thing that you're asking for. And that's why I think that's why I just want to change people's thoughts about the idea that people say, well, make sure that you give, that you say that your will be done, not my will, but yours be done. And a lot of people will fire away at that and say, well, that's just because you're just trying to cover yourself. So that way, if it doesn't happen, I want to say the positive side of that. What you're saying is, I'm asking for stuff, but since I don't know the right answer, I want to free you, God, to do exactly the right answer. That's what I say when you tag it. Not my will, but yours be done. In other words, your whole will. I want to ignite and open the power of you to do whatever you want.
That was Jesus's like model prayer, sort of like, this is how you should do it. Like talking to the Father and asking that your will be done. So
he prayed that 3 times in the garden, right? And I think, we when we pray that, that's how I've always viewed it, is that I want God's will, and I don't know what is best for me. Like, I'm just a dumb sheep most of the time, and kind of bumbling through.
Am I supposed to agree with that?
You can.
Stop when your wife asks, does this make me look fat?
Yeah. Well, the fact of the matter is, you're a dumb sheep too.
Yeah, for sure.
And I know for a fact that there's a prayer that I was praying for 2 years that I could not see the answer to this prayer, but I kept praying, and I realized, like, I was praying for kind of something kind of specific, but I also was open in my heart and in my mind. I was open to however you want to solve this, Lord, like, please, like, I give that to you. And he solved it in a way that I would never have asked for. And because he solved it in a way that I never would have asked for, we ended up moving. We ended up, my other daughter got saved from cancer because we moved. Like, it was a big thing. And now I can look back and say, wow, that was a different answer, Lord. Like, that was not what I expected. But it was within his will, and it did answer my other prayer. It just wasn't what I was expecting. And so I think giving God that leeway, that landing strip for him to say, okay, my will, it's not going to look like what you think, but it's going to be good for everybody.
I like that.